It all leads us to Alan Hahn's Knicks Fix. He joins us in Squarespace. Al Troutwig back on the Chase Bridge. So where should we begin?
Mitchell Robinson's where we begin. I know everybody's talking about how much he's blocking shots, but I got a better stat for you. How about rebounds? That's what's truly turning him from prospect into very talented young pro. It's what he's doing on the glass. How about 28 rebounds in the last 2 games? And those numbers are way better than what we saw from him early in the season. In fact, in the first 35 games of the season, Robinson was averaging 3.9 rebounds per game and in 17 minutes per game. Now, in the 10 games since the trade, of course, with DeAndre Jordan coming to the Knicks and giving him some mentorship, that average is leaping to 8.9 rebounds per game in 22 minutes. But you know what? I have a better way. And I'm going to bore you with analytics, Al, because I know you love this stuff. Rebound percentage. That estimates percentage of rebounds he can get when he's on the court. So in those first 35 games, 12.8% of the rebounds he was getting while in the game. That's pretty good. But in the last 10 games, that jumps to 20.1%. That would be just outside the top 10 in the NBA. Hassan Whiteside leads the league at 25.8. And DeAndre, by the way, is at 23.6. So it just shows you that 20 area are the elite rebounders. But on the offensive glass is also where he's had that impact. In the last 10, 18.2% of the offensive rebounds while he's in the game, he's getting. That would by far be number 1 in the league. So let's not forget, Mitchell Robinson can block shots, but he's starting to show us he can rebound too.
Amazing story. What's going on with J.R. Smith?
Yeah, I mean, this is something else. So he's on the roster with the Cleveland Cavaliers, but he is not with them. In fact, he hasn't been with them since November. He was hoping to be traded before the trade deadline earlier this month to another team or maybe even get a buyout. But there was some interest in him, but the Cavaliers decided they were going to hold on to him. You're wondering why? Well, here's why. Because of his contract. He signed a 4-year deal, $57 million in 2016 when he helped them win that championship with LeBron James. But that's now a valuable trade asset because it's a $15.6 million expiring contract for next season. More importantly, if it could be cost effective, because if they waive him by June 30th, they only have to pay him $3.8 million out of that $15.6. So they'd save a ton of money. They don't want to go over the luxury tax. They don't want to do a buyout right now. So he remains in exile. And of course, the last memory we do have of him was Game 1 of the NBA Finals, where he dribbled out the clock in regulation with the score tied.
Meanwhile, is it safe to say that karma around LeBron James not good in LA right now?
You know, it's funny. You know, his first time around leaving the Cleveland Cavaliers, the Cavaliers ended up in the lottery. Well, the Cavaliers are where they were back in 2010 as well. They're in the lottery right now. But LeBron moved into a great situation with the Miami Heat, winning 2 championships and going to 4 finals. But his move the second time around has not worked out nearly as well, at least so far right now. LeBron and the Lakers are in danger of failing to make the playoffs. They did win last night, but they're still under 500 at 30 and 31, 10th in the West, and 3 games out of the final playoff spot. And LeBron has been grumbling, saying this young team's inability to get to his level, that if they can't handle adversity, they're on the wrong team. He's been drawing a lot more criticism than ever before by the way he's been playing. And on social media, there was a picture of him late night in a studio with a rapper the night before the Lakers played the Warriors. And he took that game off for what they called load management. That didn't sit well, certainly, at all. Now, for the record, LeBron has not missed the playoffs since the 2nd season of his career back in 2004-05. There's a lot of teams vying for that 8th spot in the West. His Lakers are one of them. It's a big story if they don't make it.
Time for your stat of the night.
The stat of the night is a personal one for me. It's 63. That's how many seasons of basketball were played at LIU Post, my alma mater, where I played in the early 1990s. Last night, their season ended, but not only did the season end, the entire program ended as well. It is over now for CW Post as I knew it back then. It is going to be on one big program for LIU. They consolidated both programs in Brooklyn and Long Island, and so the Division II program that existed at CW Post for 6 decades is gone, and so is the history that I was part of.
Nothing does last forever, does it?
True.